Right now, who am I? Before we can think about it. Not who am I, who am I? Before a concept can be picked up about it. Before I need to define. Before I've figured out who I am. You are, isn't it? There is nothing missing in that. Before we pick up the idea of missing, before we pick up the idea that I am something, there is nothing missing. And awareness is just aware that I am or aware that I am not. Even before we can use the words I am or I am not, prior to any of these concepts, the sense I am is here, that which we call the waking state or the dream state, and it is our direct experience also that the sense I am is not there in that which we call the sleep state. Why this can seem like a journey only is that for a long time we seem to be trying to convince our mind. You see? We feel that convincing that which we believe ourselves to be is freedom. So we feel that when I completely believe that I am consciousness or I completely believe that I am awareness, then I will be free. And because I don't completely believe it yet, I am not there yet. You see? But this freedom doesn't need your belief, doesn't need our belief. It is prior to that. You see? So that which needs belief can only be an idea. Only ideas can be believed in. Truth cannot be believed in. You see? And the ideas can be beautiful or they can be terrible, but only just ideas. Before the idea, are you not? Before your mind, who can say I am not? with integrity. I've seen some very conceptually Advaita types who can say, I don't exist. What they mean is that I don't exist personally, yes, but they do exist as consciousness. Say I that I always believed myself to be has never existed. The presence of consciousness is appearing, and it is appearing to that I which is constantly here called awareness. So when it is said I don't exist or you don't exist at all, it is referring to this idea of the separate entity. Otherwise, at best, we are saying that I know I don't exist. I know this. See, I know that I don't exist. I saw that I don't exist. It's so clear. I saw. You see? What is happening? Why is the confusion? The confusion only is that I saw that I don't exist as a phenomenal entity. Person, anyway, long gone because just an idea. But I don't exist as a phenomenal entity. Who saw this or who knows this or who is aware of this? The knowingness or the awareness itself. So some might say that, oh, I am aware that there is no awareness. I know this, that even awareness was not there. The knowingness itself that knows that something was not there or was there is awareness. So either it can be that when we say I don't exist, we are talking about the non-existent idea that I had about myself, or it could be that we are talking about the phenomenal sense, even the sense I am not. I am that which is prior even to that. Or third, and most often, it is a definition type problem. It's a conceptual type, where the words have been used in different ways, and that leads to a lot of confusion. But truth in itself means that which is not coming and going. Reality itself means that which is not coming and going. Appearances or Maya is that which is coming and going. So when it is said the realm of name and form, name means concepts, ideas, form means phenomenal appearances. So if Maya is the realm of name and form, then that which is aware of name and form must be nameless, formless. So then if awareness itself was coming and going, who would be aware of that? The fourth confusion also sometimes can be that we confuse what is what I call the phenomenal perceiving to be the awareness. You see, the phenomenal perceiving is only arising in the presence of I am. You see, through the senses, the world. So the world uses awareness in this way. I'm aware of this glass. I'm aware of this concept. That which is phenomenally perceived. Obviously, that is subject to the presence of being. So that is coming and going. But who knows of, who is aware that phenomenal perceiving is happening? That is the awareness that we are talking about, not the phenomenal perceiving in itself. You see? So sometimes if you use awareness in that sense of phenomenal perceiving, then of course we can say yes, even awareness is coming and going and it belongs to my being. And the easiest way to unravel all of this for ourselves is to just stay with our direct experience. Use whatever pointers are available to us in satsang and check for ourselves, is this directly what is experienced here or not? The entire point of any spiritual practice and even self inquiry is just to come to this direct experience of what we are. So, what is our direct experience? Sleep is a direct experience. We don't have to learn about sleep in a school, that this is how you sleep, this is what happens in sleep. It's a very natural dissolution of the sense of being. And waking up is also direct experience, not conceptual. Where there was no sense of being, just awareness was aware of itself. Then there was now, made up of awareness itself, the sense of being. And with the birth of this sense of being, the entire circus, it starts. So much comes to life instantly. This whole play with all of its energies and forces, metaphysical, physical, And it's so alluring in a way that very quickly we get involved with it. Very quickly we get involved with the identity of being the person and the body. But in satsang, in self-inquiry, we slow it down and we look. So what is happening here? Being came to be. What happened? Along with the birth of being, we notice that there are also the forces of attention, of belief. There are these energies called thoughts, and the entire energetic creation that we call the world is present with all the forces of light, sound, gravity, electricity, all of this. But what happened to that awareness which is just aware of itself? Nothing happened to this awareness. It did not become an object within this phenomenal play. All of this objectivity, phenomenality is within it, but it itself did not stop being aware. It remained untouched and unmoved. This is the I that is ever present. And just the reverse of this happens when we go to sleep. In our scriptures, it is said just like the legs of the turtle, this world rolls back into itself. So all of this, when sleep is coming, all of this rolls into being, and then being dissolves into that which it was always made up of, which is awareness itself. That is all that is going on. Everything else, if you say that there is something other than this, to me it seems to be just imagination. Because from our direct experience, this is what we can speak. Now, what happens is with the presence of being, then there can be this impulse towards conceptual understanding, because in this realm of phenomenality, we used to understand using our mind conceptually. But satsang leads us to a deeper sort of understanding, that understanding which is unreliant on any concept, is not changing based on the concept that we have. You see, the seeming life of the person changes with the concepts that they are believing. It seems to change like that. So that is why all this positive thinking and think positive, self-help and all that exists. Think happy thoughts. Because the concepts that you carry seem to affect the person identity. Here what we're saying is that whether you have the most terrible thoughts or the best thoughts, that the truth of yours, what you are, is not changing. So whatever conceptual understanding we might have ultimately actually does not matter. And therefore we must stop fighting about any conceptual understanding. Oh, his understanding is like this, her understanding is like this is not compliant with my understanding, forget it. It's never about any conceptual understanding. Then the space that comes to look together only is from that sense of this is the way that I see it, and if there seems to be some disconnect with the way another sees it, then that is a beautiful contemplation that we can have together. And it is something that I'm always up for. So the Leela is a circus which is appearing in the presence of being, and the mind is the merry-go-round in this circus. It says, I'll take you there to the final destination, the merry-go-round. And you buy a ticket, it says, become a better person, or become like this, or become like that. Buy that ticket. You jump on the merry-go-round, and it seems to be moving. So initially, it can seem like we're making some progress, and then it starts turning back, turning around. I say, no, 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 I'm losing it that way. I need to become a better person. You see? And then it starts going back again forward. So this merry-go-round, we realize that after a long time, we're just at the starting point. And then you say, I come to Satsang, I'm going to get off this merry-go-round. I've seen it, just a merry-go-round is not taking me anywhere. I'm going to get off. Okay? So yeah, I'm not going to buy the mind ticket, come what may. Then it comes up with another ticket, something that says, now this is super. Now, you see, I'm going to take you to the super enlightened state or something. The mind says.